So I will record this for posterity as a brief upload for you guys. Something went awry. Went out and was harvesting, came back, and this is more or less how the base was. There was no core, uh, so luckily I had one in the cargo boxes I was setting up over here. I was just going out to get some silicon to make some glass to enclose a growth area down here, greenhouse rather. And the refrigerators are down, the food processors down, all that. Thankfully, I had already made two large refrigerators, so I'll just pick the stuff up and put them in there. I can't imagine what happened because even going out, you see it's daylight. Uh, there were still bullets in the cannons. Um, there were no. I came back and shot down a wave of drones, then went and harvested. Upon returning, the base was in that condition. Now, my concern is this. If we look over here, this box right here on the ground had some of the 30 mil bullets in. And there are also some projectile because I had dropped in a player gun 3 for the guys that have been walking down the steps a couple times. There are no holes in the ground. It all looks good as far as I'm concerned, but some of the concrete has been damaged. I'll throw another layer over it because this is directly over the roof because the cargo box, or the ammunition box rather, was directly under this box and it appeared on the top. And actually, or is this a hole? Does this go all the way down? Okay, but this is a hole part way down, but it's not solid under here. So I don't understand what blew everything up downstairs. Yes, I got open wounds, and now I'm stuck in a hole like a dummy. But so I don't know what happened there. A wave of drones did just come by a moment ago, as you can see. I was in the process of replacing the ammunition box, but the guns fired, and they're both still up there. Now the player vessel, or the planetary vessel rather, is still in puppy dog mode. He's been following me around as I've been harvesting, which is fine. He's been leaving me alone otherwise because he has no guns anymore, of course. But everything got wiped, so I don't understand quite what happened. So I still have a bunch of the concrete blocks. Do I have some on me? Yeah, I still have a bunch on me. So I will go up and throw down 2 layers up above, hopefully to slow that process down because something went awry. Just wanted to share that with you. But working on this, and I'll probably go for another hour or two. My intent was to get the greenhouse done, but by the time I get things refortified and the like, I may run out of time before I go nappy time. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's where we're at here. But I shall continue. Oh, and second clip, I should add in the process that I have been working on the thing. I do have level 10, and I actually do have a bug crafted. It's actually up top. I should be smart and move it down below, but it's a little tight to get in here, so I'm going to get rid of this little step here and just smooth it out, and then we can fly right down. And I also enlarge this hole just a shade, so just little additions there. So I am making headway, and I've reached the goal that I originally had intended, but as I said previously, it's just a matter of returning the base to functionality as you guys had left it when you departed last evening. So okay. I will add as well, now it's a few moments later, but you see all the cargo boxes are gone. I was in the process of starting to pick things up to place over here where the block is. That's where I had the refrigerators. And all the cargo boxes disappeared. Now, so whatever was in these 2 boxes, which of course is kind of a nuisance because that's where all the seeds were in the cargo box that was here. And there was one in front of the constructor as well, of course, and that one is also gone though. So most of those items are now missing. which is rather frustrating because I just didn't get them picked up in time. Guess I was too busy chattering. So we also have a limited time in how long they last, substantially shorter than it used to be. Thankfully, most of the stuff was in the heavy constructor, which again, I'm going up right now to back up. In fact, I'm going to put some blocks above it right here. But something is, again, I'm frustrated with this because that shouldn't have happened because I was almost in sight of the base. I was just on the far side of the lake harvesting silicon at the time. So, bummer, this is challenging scenario, that's for certain. I'm thinking as well, we should try, I'm going to go out and mine once I get things reconfigured a bit more, get some sathing and the like, so we can do some, actually I'm not even sure is it sathing, but to do some armored concrete blocks or combat steel, because the concrete blocks are pretty wimpy as far as defense is concerned, because they're only, I think 200 health, 200 hit points, what is it? Dope, not that button, you idiot. They are, okay, 600 hit points, but the armored concrete is 2200, so that will also offer us a lot more protection. And as I'm looking, it's actually steel, so we can use concrete down below just to save the materials, but I'm going to make a whole bunch of these guys right now. And that way I can use these on the upper level for the additional protection to avoid top round protection. It could just simply be the fact that we're getting the last couple waves of drones that have come have been 4 large plasma drones. And I have already seen on the forums, even in easier difficulty on the hard planets, that 2 plasma drones can take out 4 guns. So I'm so confused why the turrets are still in place up there, but they definitely took the core out first. So what I will do is when I get down, I'll dig down a little further, even down below, and I will entirely encase, I'll make a hole and encase and replace the core several layers below the floor. In fact, I think even better yet, what I will do is I will kind of do that off to the side. That way, other things will not get destroyed by the collateral damage as occurred here, if this event happens again. And meanwhile, another wave of drones is coming. This has been from start to finish, even though this is a couple clips that I'm just going to tack together. I'm not going to bother editing all that stuff, but I've seen 3 waves of drones come in less than 10 minutes, so they're becoming quite active. I think more so than they were. So I believe I have the levels to make the turret. I'm going to make a couple more turrets as well. Yeah, actually I already did. And I don't know, maybe we should even consider a rocket turret, because I know those are quite effective as well, even though the ammunition is more expensive. I think I'll do a minigun as well. I'll set the minigun maybe for predators. That'll just allow us to run around in range of the base outside during the nighttime, but we'll let the cannons and the rockets take care of the drones themselves. And lastly, I'll just go in for the bullets here. Magnesium, no problem, that's on this planet. The only semi-limiter is the Arrestrum gel. So I will definitely just I'll set the rockets only to the for the drones, because we do have 20 Arrestrum, so we can make some of those at least. But I'll double up and I'll do both the rocket click and a minigun. Where is it? Here it is. For the predators in the area. And we'll go from there. I'm going to let these craft out. In fact, I think I'll log out right now, matter of fact, and just edit this video and slap it in place, because I believe the clock will stop when I'm not online, so with luck, that will take care of the scenario. or the situation.